Ever feel like some leaders just get it? Like they're not just selling something, they're inspiring you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what today's deep dive is all about, tapping into that power.
Yeah.
We're cracking open Simon Sinek's Start With Why.
Yeah.
It's practically a roadmap for impactful leadership.
That's a good one.
Now, full transparency,
Right.
we're using a super helpful summary by Sam Thomas Davies to guide our chat. Think of it as our cheat sheet to Sinek's brilliance.
Okay.
So, ready to unlock the core of Sinek's work, see how it applies to leadership, and maybe even uncover some aha moments for your own life.
Let's do it.
Let's dive in.
Okay.
One of the most powerful takeaways from Sinek is this.
Yeah.
People are driven by why you do something, not just what you do.
It's about connecting with the belief, the purpose behind the product or service.
It's like that feeling you get when you support a local business, even if the prices are a tad higher.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about the coffee, right?
Yeah.
It's their commitment to fair trade or supporting the community that resonates. Have you ever felt that pull towards a company or a leader and thought, yeah, that's why I can get behind?
Absolutely. And Sinek argues that the most influential leaders tap into that emotional connection by communicating inside out. They start with their WHY, the heart of their message. Then they explain how they bring that to life. And finally, they reveal the actual product or service.
I love how this framework isn't just for CEOs. Imagine pitching a project at work. What if, instead of starting with the technical details, you begin with the WHY? The positive impact it will have.
Precisely. Starting with WHY grabs attention and creates buy-in. Now, Sinek doesn't suggest inventing a WHY out of thin air. It's about uncovering your truth, which Davies highlights beautifully in their summary. Knowing your WHY, whether you're an individual or a company, prevents you from becoming just another face in the crowd.
You're not a commodity, you're purpose-driven. I love that. But how do we actually find our WHY?
Sinek would say, think back to a time you felt truly successful, truly fulfilled. What was that driving force behind that moment? What were you working towards? And what was the deeper meaning behind it? That's your WHY whispering to you. Recognizing it can be a game changer.
That's so powerful. It's about tapping into that intrinsic motivation, that fire in your belly. And the best part is, this isn't limited to the boardroom, is it? It can apply to any aspect of our lives.
You hit the nail on the head. It's about so much more than just selling a product or acing a presentation.
Right.
Start with why is about a fundamental mindset shift.
Davies really picked up on that in their summary, and it's something I wanted to dig into more. What did you think about Sinek's idea of competing against yourself? It really jumped out at me.
Yeah. It's such a powerful concept. Imagine this. Instead of getting caught up in comparing yourself to others, you're constantly striving to outdo your past self.
Right.
To push your own boundaries. It's not about being perfect, but about continuous growth and improvement.
That resonates so much with me. It's like leveling up in a video game, but in real life. And honestly, isn't that more fulfilling than chasing someone else's definition of success?
Exactly. It's about defining success on your own terms, based on your own values and aspirations. And that's where understanding your WHY comes in. It's like Sinek's metaphor of running with your eyes open. Remember that one?
Oh, that's right. I love that analogy. It's so vivid. For everyone listening, Sinek describes running with your eyes closed. You're giving it your all, but with no clue where you're headed or what obstacles are in your path.
Yeah, it's chaotic and could lead you straight into a wall, but running with your eyes wide open, that's where it's at. You're still giving it your all, but now you're aware of your surroundings, you can anticipate challenges, adjust your course, and you're far more likely to reach your destination.
That's such a perfect way to illustrate the power of knowing your WHY. It's about moving through life, your career, your relationships, everything with intention, with awareness.
It's about being the captain of your own ship, steering with purpose instead of just drifting along with the current. And that, I think, is one of the most compelling things about Sinek's work.
It's like you're not just reacting to life anymore, you're actively shaping it, which is beyond exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're running with your eyes open, driven by your WHY,
Yeah.
it affects everything.
Right.
Right? Your relationships, the people you connect with.
Absolutely. Think about those leaders who just exude a certain magnetism. It's not just charisma, it's that clarity of WHY that Sinek talks about. They've figured out their purpose and they communicate it in a way that draws others in.
It's like they attract a tribe of like-minded people who are energized by that same WHY.
Exactly. Davies highlighted this really well. Sinek talks about the importance of building a culture of shared purpose, both for individuals and organizations. It's about finding your people, those who not only understand your why, but who are also energized by it and want to contribute to that shared mission.
It makes you think about those companies that just seem to have it all figured out. They have incredible products, a loyal customer base, and employees who rave about their work. It's like they've cracked the code.
And often, that code is a deeply ingrained WHY. It becomes the driving force behind every decision, every interaction. It's about moving beyond transactions and building relationships based on shared values and aspirations.
So knowing your WHY isn't just about personal fulfillment. It's about connecting with others on a deeper level, building something meaningful together.
Precisely. And Davies makes a great point about this in their summary. It's not enough to just know your why. You have to live it, breathe it, communicate it in everything you do. Your actions become the tangible proof of that belief.
It's about walking the talk. And that authenticity shines through. It's what allows you to build genuine connections, inspire loyalty, and create something lasting. If you're feeling a bit lost, uninspired, like you're just going through the motions, I can't recommend start with why enough. It just might be that spark you need to rediscover your own WHY and start running with your eyes wide open.
It's a journey worth taking. It can transform your life, your work, your entire perspective.
So for your own deep dive into purpose-driven action, check out Start With Why. You might be surprised at what you discover. Until next time, keep diving.